All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today, man, we have our Premier League La Liga review. I am a little bit late. It was Labor Day yesterday. As you can see, I'm a little bit sunburned. I went to the beach and I did not work yesterday, but today we are back. We are ready to be reacting to start discussing some Premier League things with you, obviously. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment about the Premier League. Any comments, any crazy takes, please. Obviously, we also have the transfer market closing. I will be talking about that a little bit as well. But first, we have some Premier League action that happened during this weekend, and we'll be reacting to it real quick. We have Chelsea, who I'm not sure if they closed on Garnacho. We're gonna have to check that real quick. I don't even know if they closed down Garnacho. That's kind of crazy. Hold on, let me see. Did Chelsea even did they even close that down, or where's Garnacho even playing, bro? Okay, so he is playing in Chelsea, I suppose. All right. So yeah, I just wanted. I didn't even know that was happening. Okay, so guys, obviously, we have Chelsea this weekend went against Fulham. Chelsea that look like a very very strong contender. Obviously they had that little step back at the beginning of the season, but so far, man, Chelsea slowly but surely has bounced back, and I feel like throughout the more fixtures happening, I feel like Chelsea, like I said, is going to become a very, very big contender for the title of the Premier League. They are second with 1 draw and 2 wins. Let's go real quick. Like I said, I just want to go past breeze through these. They went against Fulham, a very, very strong Fulham that, for me, they actually are a middle table team real quick. Like I feel like they're, obviously okay. I heard that the Love got injured, so that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to see how Chelsea managed to basically come back. I do not know a lot about Chelsea, but I know that I've been keeping up a little bit with Chelsea. Obviously, for me, the man of the match was for Enzo Fernandez, who scored and assist. And like I said, Caicedo is looking very, very good. Gusto is looking very, very good. Sanchez is looking okay. Estevao, the player that came from Palmeiras, if I'm not mistaken, is playing okay as well. He got a 6.6. Neto, for me, one of the better players that Chelsea have, 7.4. And like I said, Joao Pedro got a goal, and obviously the Love got injured. And that's why I guess they wanted to keep Nicholas Jackson, because obviously the Love got injured, and we don't know. As long as I think I don't know how much time he's gonna be injured, but like I said, pretty sure he got injured. So like I said, for me, Chelsea, one of those teams that the longer the season keeps going, the better they are. So for me, Chelsea, like I said, right now, you heard it here first. I think Chelsea's become a very, very strong contender to win the Premier League. That is my opinion, just my opinion only. Let's go to Manchester United. Man, bro, I swear this Manchester United team is so unpredictable. But so the one thing, and this is hard for me to say. Like I said, for me, I like Manchester United because of obviously Ronaldo. For me, Manchester United, it's very unpredictable in the bad way, because obviously you always have teams, right, that are unpredictable. They sometimes surprise you by winning fixtures that are very, very complicated. But Man United are the opposite way, and that is what sucks about Man United. There's no organization that inside the field, and I feel that if I don't know who needs to take over Man United. I don't want to say that Amorim is doing bad things, because for some odd reason I still have hopes on him, but I just feel like this Manchester United team is just so uncontrollable, so unpredictable in a bad way. I'm happy that Diallo's back. I'm happy that Casemiro. I was looking at throwbacks with Casemiro. I'm very happy that Casemiro is playing good. I do not follow this Man United team as much as I wanted to, but the fact that they can't get it right still to this day, after losing against a four division team and coming back against Burnley, which by the way, 3 points is 3 points. I mean, if you're a Man United fan, 3 points is 3 points, and you're happy, right? But the standards for Man United have gone so low, and it's so bad for me. I just hope that one day, I don't know when, okay? I have no idea when this is going to happen. I just hope that one day we get to see Man United back at its glory. Obviously, like I said, I do like Man United because of Ronaldo. Right now, they are not the team you actually want to go to or cheer for because, like I said, they're so unpredictable in a bad way, and it sucks. It really, really sucks. Obviously, you have Enzo Fernandez. He's basically the captain, the star boy. Diallo as well. I like him a lot. And Bomu, really, really good. This Mason Mount guy always gets injured whenever I see the lineups. Is so crazy how he just plays 1 or 2 games and he just disappears for the rest of the season. Dalot, Shaw, De Ligt, Yoro. I think Yoro, if he was not in Manchester United, I think he'll be in any top clubs. So I just hope that they eventually get him right. I hope that he gets it correctly. The goalkeeper situation, I'm just gonna stay quiet about it. I don't want to talk. They obviously bought a new goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken. But Onana, Beidemir, I don't know. I can't say nothing about Man United because, like I said, I don't follow them as much as I want to. But coming back against Burnley, I guess it's okay. I mean, 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day, and you're happy about it. So that's all I'm gonna say about Man United. I do not know about them enough to say something. So that's all I'm gonna say. Let's go real quick with the let me see real quick. Next game. Sunderland, promoted team, actually is winning 2-1 against Brentford. Very, very good. And then this is once again, bro. Like, this is the one thing that irritates me about Spurs, man. You come from last weekend winning against Man City, dominating Man City. Very, very good game. And then you lose against Bournemouth, bro. Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? Like I said, I don't follow the Premier League as much as I want to, but I do see the Liverpool games because they usually come out on Mondays. But what is going on, bro? Like what went wrong? Like, I just don't understand, man. Spence, Bentancur, Palhinha, Sarr, Kudus, Richarlison, Johnson. And this is why you can't trust Spurs, man. Because Spurs is that type of team that one weekend they're invincible, they're crazy, they're good, blah, blah, blah. And then the next week, they put your result like this against Bournemouth, which, like I said, another mid-tables and up team. But Spurs should be, playing better. I just don't know. They obviously, they bought 2 players. I don't know if they bought them or just loaned them. Koulibaly, which Richarlison is going to have to fight his place for now. And Xavi Simon's another player that Xavi Simon's one of those players that's been, he's 22 years of age. He's very young. I'm happy of that, I guess. But Xavi Simons is one of those players that's been going throughout clubs and clubs. He did go for PSG, and then he went to Leipzig, and then he went to another one. So I don't know. I hope he's consistent. I think that Spurs is going to get help by Xavi Simons by bringing in. But I hope that we get to see a very, very good Xavi Simons. Like I say, Spurs is just so unpredictable. And the fact that they just go in and week out, week in, week out, it just, you can't bet for them. Like, you can't, I don't know. I just don't know, man. I don't like what I see from Spurs. Like I said, 1 week. And then, obviously, you have Romero, Van de Ven, who play very, very good. But at the end of the day, the fact that they're losing 1-0 is the fact that they can't create. And I guess that's why Xavi Simons came in. I hope Koulibaly scores a lot too. And I hope it goes well for Spurs. They do have the Champions League, so they're going to have to worry about that too. So it's going to be 2 games, week in, week out, and hopefully, go by then. Because I'm going to be honest, I think Spurs comes to a situation where there's going to be a point where you have to decide to go for the Premier League or at least top 4 Premier League, quote unquote. I don't think they have the team to fight for the Premier League to be champions. But, and I say that, I swear, And then last weekend I said that they're contenders. What is wrong with me, bro? Like I said, this is why it's so frustrating to go for Spurs as well. Because one weekend you're saying, "Oh man, Spurs is title contenders," and then the next weekend you look like a stupid fool, and then you're like, "Oh no, they're awful because they lose against Bournemouth." So I'm gonna be honest, it's Spurs, and I'm gonna say this for Arsenal too, man. Arsenal lost this weekend against Liverpool. One of those very very strong teams. One of those big major classics. I'm gonna say this right now, and let's go to the Spurs games real quick. To the Liverpool that happened on Sunday. I know I'm gonna skip a couple games, but I do want to talk about this. Um, about this. What's it called? This game. Um, which by the way, guys. Uh, by the way, this goal right here. Where is that? I forgot his name. How do you say his name? We'll search it right here. He got a man of the match, 8.5. Sochos Live. SZ. Okay. We're gonna so look at this. Look at this. I hope I mean I'm gonna I don't wanna pass it through here, but it's gonna have to be like that. So it's like literally um yeah, this free kick was insane. Yes, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. So this free kick right here, bro. And I'm not gonna put it. I'll put it on the TikTok. Obviously, I'll put it on the TikTok because if I put it on YouTube, they're gonna copyright me. Okay, so going with okay. So the reason why I came for Spurs and Arsenal. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Um, the I think Spurs and Arsenal are similar in this way. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Spurs and Arsenal are gonna have to at one point try to fight for top four in the Premier League, or okay, or try to compete in the Champions League. They're gonna have to go at one point either or. I don't think they have enough to either win the Champions League and fight for top four. I think Arsenal are closer to winning the Champions League. I will not be surprised if they do. Okay, but I don't think Spurs has it. I think what Spurs is fighting at this point in the Champions League is to try to give a good, image, I guess, in a way. If I'm Spurs and it comes to a point where I had to fight for top four or win it or compete in the Champions League later on, like in the top 16 or top 8, I would choose the Premier League. This is why you can compete in the Champions League next season if you're top 4 or top 5, and it's hard for you to win the Champions League if you're Spurs. Arsenal, I feel like you can go for it. You got to the semifinals last season against Real Madrid, beating Real Madrid. I think Arsenal can go for the Champions League, but I don't think they'll go for the Premier League. But Spurs, I think, go for top 4, give a good image in the Champions League, and call it a day. Or at least qualify for the Champions League again and call it a day. Maybe next season, if you buy better players, if, something, turns out for the good, then you can start saying, you know what, we'll fight for both. But right now, if you're Spurs and if you're Arsenal, even though Arsenal for me is closer to winning the Champions League, I don't think they can fight for both Champions League and Premier League. That is my take on both of them. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, Loseee scores a banger. This game, if you're watching football to entertain yourself, this was not the game for you. If you're watching football to enjoy good football and to see good football, to watch good tactics, this was the game for you. To take a free kick like that for you to win the game, it says a lot about Arsenal. Now the thing is, the one thing I have against Arsenal, okay? If you're gonna go to every away game against a top 5, top 6 team, okay, like they went against Liverpool, and you play like that to defend to tie, you're not gonna win the Premier League, man. I am so sorry, Arsenal fans. If you go to Anfield, if you go to the Etihad, if you go to the London Stadium, where Spurs plays, if you go to Stamford Bridge, where Man United, well, that's different. I think that's Stamford Bridge. Oh God, I hope I'm not. What's the Chelsea Stadium, guys? I am so sorry. I am Chelsea Stadium is if you go to the Chelsea Stadium, okay, I'm so sorry. I look like a stupid fool here. But if you go to a Chelsea Stadium, if you're Arsenal and you're visiting Chelsea, and if you try to play the exact same way that you played against Liverpool, Stamford Bridge, thank you so much, man. If you go to Liverpool, if you go to Stamford Bridge to play against Chelsea the same way you played against Liverpool, do not expect to win the Premier League because you cannot go in these stadiums, these top five stadiums, top five, like I said, Liverpool, Chelsea, all these top clubs. You cannot go in and try to play for a draw because this is what happens. You get a moment where there's a corner, where there's a tactical play, and you will lose the 3 points. You have to go. If you're Chelsea, as crazy as this sounds, you have to go for at least one goal or win the game. That's it. That's it. There's no other choice, man. You don't see Liverpool, or I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you don't see Liverpool, Man City, even Chelsea. You don't see them going all defense and say, you know what, we'll play for a tie and let's see what happens. Let's see if everything turns out for the good. No, they go and risk. Arsenal, what you need to do from now on, if you want to win the Premier League, learn from this and risk it, man. Risk it because obviously against other opponents, smaller ones, and I'm gonna be careful because I was gonna say Brighton, but Brighton are really good too. But if you go against, like I said, Bournemouth and all these smaller mid-table teams, obviously you're gonna play them to attack and obviously win. But for me, like I said, keep the same mentality. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like a lunatic or crazy man, but you need to go at least for one goal or two goals. Like I said, for me, I see it. It's easier to go. How do I say this? It's easier for other teams like Liverpool, Man City to go to, like, for example, where Arsenal play at the Etihad, if I'm not mistaken, and try to go for like a win than Arsenal going to like somewhere else and try to, Emirates. I'm sorry. If right, the Emirates Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Man City go to the Arsenal Stadium. It's easier for them to go basically to attack than Arsenal is to go to the Etihad, which is Man City Stadium, if I'm not mistaken, for them to basically get a win. And it's so sad because Arsenal are a very good team, and it's so sad that whenever Arsenal go visit a top 5 team, they go for the tie, but whenever another top 5 go, they go for the win. So it's kind of sad because Arsenal do have the tools to win a game. They just need to get better and risk more. So that's what I'm gonna say about Arsenal. It was a good game. I lost my bet on this right here, Newcastle versus Leeds, because what the hell is going on with Newcastle, man? I know that Isak left because obviously Liverpool bought him, but bro, last 2 years, Newcastle have been decent, man. Newcastle have been also with Aston Villa. I don't know what Aston Villa did this past weekend, and oh man, I swear, Aston Villa, where they at? Where they at? Aston Villa. Did they even play? I don't even see them. Aston Villa. Villa. Fulham, Sunderland. Hey, what? What? Oh, they lost against Crystal Palace. You gotta be kidding me, bro. What is going on, bro? What is going on with Aston Villa and Newcastle? For me, Newcastle and Aston Villa were the okay clubs, like not fighting for top 4, but playing European football. And look at this, bro. Like, what am I watching, dude? Like, by the way, guys, that video that I did over Guardiola, I don't know if y'all remember. Let me go to my TikTok. Watch out. Wait, hold on. Watch this, boys. Watch this. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. Remember what I said about Pep Guardiola, guys? Yeah, remember? Oh, yeah, I don't remember. Watch. Hear me out. Hear me out, bros. Hear me out. Where's it at? Okay. Guys, hear me out. Hear me out, dude. I know ball, bro. I know ball. Hear me out. Hear me out, dude. Hear me out. Hear what I said. Hear what I said. Hear what I said. I don't know if you can be able to hear this, but and Pep is so good. You know, Pep is one of the greatest coaches of all time, if not the greatest. But I've seen so many times where there's a lot of wingers that go on the Pep, and yes, they shine for maybe one season or 1 season and a half, 2 seasons, and they just go quiet. Grealish was one of them. He shined for like a season or season and a half, maybe two, and then all of a sudden they just turn off. And I'm happy that we see Grealish going to Everton and now making a difference. Like I said, apparently there is a rumor that Doku. Does Edford know ball, bro, or what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, dude? Do I know ball or what, dude? Bro, bro, do I know ball or what, man? Come at me, dude. Come at me, man. Come at me. I'm so happy about this video, by the way. You have no idea how happy I am about that video that I made. Like, you might think that, dude, this guy is talking rubbish. How is Pep Guardiola, ruining wingers? Bro, look at Jack Grealish, man. This guy has 2 freaking assists in this game, dude. I am so happy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he has 4 assists, man. 4 freaking assists. That's why they're in fifth, dude. That's why they're in fifth. Everton are in 5th place in the Premier League, with 4 assists by Grealish. I know, ball, dude. With all the respects, I don't want to, brag or nothing like that, but I know, ball, dude. I know, ball. I know, ball. Pep Guardiola. I'm gonna say it right now again. Pep Guardiola ruins wingers. Nottingham Forest. What the heck is going on here, bro? Nottingham Forest, West Ham. Oh God, dude. Dude, the Premier League is the most craziest league ever, bro. West Ham would, they were doing bad, and they go to Nottingham Forest and they beat them 3-0. It's insane. I just don't understand this league. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for our Premier League. Obviously, I have a lot of things to say, other things, but we'll leave it for another video. But for now, that's it for the Premier League. We are gonna go see right now one more time the table. Liverpool are first, Chelsea are second, Arsenal are third, Spurs are fourth, Everton are fifth. Oh, bro. City, where are they at? City. Back to back losses to lose in the 90th minute. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Brighton versus okay, and like I said again, I'm gonna leave this for this video because obviously this is a Premier League video. Here we go. This is my take. This is my take. Let me see. Nah, bro. Nah. I've been saying it over and over again. Look at this. What am I watching, bro? Yes, Marmoush got a bro, but dude, I'm telling you, bro. Okay, last season, okay, before Marmoush got to the Premier League, Marmoush was a very, very high player in Frankfurt, if I'm not mistaken. I think he came from Frankfurt, right? I think he came from Frankfurt. I know he came from a Bundesliga team, and he was balling it out, dude. But look at these wingers, dude. It pisses me off, man. Bro, you nah, dude, nah, dude, nah. Right now, I just want to I want to stick on wingers real quick because I want to go keep my point going. Shots on target 0 out of 1. Touches 47. Touches in a position box 7. Successful dribbles 4 out of 5. Passes into the final third 2. Dispossessed 4. Your boy over here, bro. This team, bro. Wow. Ederson left. Ederson left. Donnarumma, they did sign Donnarumma. Ederson left. Akanji, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he left. I think Akanji left. Gundogan left. Good luck, Pep Guardiola. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. Good luck. Guys. Bro, oh my gosh. And I'm gonna do a video later on about the Champions League draw. We still gotta talk about that. Here's my take. I don't think Man City are gonna make it top 4. Hands up. I don't think Man City are gonna make it top 4. I don't think so. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Yes, they buy Donnarumma. Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper in the world. Yes, okay. I take that. Ruben Diaz is getting older. Akanji, like I said, I don't know if he left or he stayed. Gundogan left, I think, to Galatasaray. Nathan Ake, another player. And then Pep Guardiola only makes, 4? Rico Lewis, a defender. Ruben Diaz. Oh, dude. I don't know, man. Leave it down in the comments real quick. Where do you see Man City? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't see them top 4 at all, bro. Oh, man. I don't see City at top 4. I don't see them, dude. I do not see City top 4 of the Premier League. You heard it here first, dude. I have mistaken this, man. I don't see Man City at top 4. Not just by this, not just the fact that they lose against Brighton in the last minute, but the fact that they didn't really. They haven't, like, Bernardo Silva has been there for how many years? And then Cheriki got injured. Bob, Bob is Bob. I mean, Marmoush is a great player, but I do not see this City, the City that we saw like 4 years ago, dominating the Premier League, and they were so crazy. But this team, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I can't. I cannot tell you right now that I'm sitting right here in my desk. I cannot tell you that I see City top 4. I cannot tell you that, man. Obviously, things will change, and we'll see what injuries do to other teams and stuff. But right now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see City top 4. And after the season, if Man City does not do well, we'll see what happens with Pep Guardiola. And obviously, I do not know the ethic of Pep Guardiola when it comes to attackers. Like my boy says over here, Chronic. Haaland, I don't know if he pressures or comes back or whatever. I don't know if he has obviously Marmoush got the assist, but I don't know if they, if he's good enough to, to provide. I don't know if Bob is going to be able to provide for Haaland. I don't see Haaland receiving the assist, the passes for him to basically, the thing with Haaland is that he's very heavy, as in, like, I feel like I don't know how to say this. I don't think heavy is the right word to describe Haaland. It's just Haaland is a killer inside the box, dude. And I don't see him coming back and then going forward and then coming back and then coming forward. I don't see that on him, man. If anything, he's going to have to adapt to that, because the way that Man City are playing with these players, man, and then Nunes is not even a right back, and then Pep is still playing him because of, I don't even know why he's playing there. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Premier League video. Thank you so much for enjoying. I'll see you guys in the next one. We do have qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. What is it called? UEFA, and then we have CONMEBOL qualifiers. So we will have other videos going up later on this week. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's it for the Premier League roundup. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Thank you so much for watching, man. See ya.